Does this lack of a performance or lack of urgency in the first half show that the Buccaneers might not be as good as they were last year?
There's definitely some issues with this Tampa Bay team. And to me, it really does kind of show on the offensive side of the ball. Remember, Tom was talking about this in some of his post game press conferences after some of their wins and after some of their losses. And the way that he said it is he doesn't believe that this team offensively has hit its peak or has hit its pinnacle, meaning like where they're just running on all cylinders and they're not missing a beat. And this was another one of those performances where it just seemed like the offense, they would be able to move the ball down the field. It's just that they couldn't get into the red zone and convert. And I mean, it got to a point where you're down 24-10 on the road in the third quarter. I mean, for God's sakes, you're losing to guys like Zach Wilson. You're losing to guys like Braxton Berrios on the offensive side for the Jets. I think Michael Carter was one of their better running backs in this game, or maybe like Ty Johnson. I mean, the Jets are not that good of a football team, but even despite that, being up 14 points at home against a team like Tampa, you got to give them some respect for that. But in typical Jets fashion, they fall apart. And that's where you got to give Tampa a lot of credit because despite the whole drama that happened with Antonio Brown leaving in a bizarre fashion, I know Kevin and I will get into that a little bit later. You know, Tom was able to rally the troops on the offensive side of the ball and be able to connect with some relatively unknown guys, unless you're like a diehard Tampa fan. I mean, he was hitting up receivers like Tyler Johnson, Cyril Grayson, Brashad Perriman. I mean, some of these guys were either on the practice squad or they've been kind of playing like third and fourth fiddle to guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin just a couple of weeks ago. But Tom was able to really light it up in that fourth quarter when it mattered the most and was able to get some huge drives that ended up leading to the game-winning touchdown when he hit what's the guy's name? Cyril Grayson Jr. on like that 45-yard touchdown with like 20 seconds left. I mean, it was a beautiful ball from Tom. I mean, literally, it was a pinpoint pass like on his freaking helmet. So give a lot of credit to Cyril for getting that catch, being able to bring it down into the end zone. But I guess one of the things that I kind of have to take away from this Tampa win over the Jets is I think moving forward, with all of the drama that's been kind of circulating around Tampa the last couple of weeks, you lose Chris Godwin last week to a torn ACL, or that was, I think, 2 weeks ago, excuse me. And then you lose Antonio Brown with his shenanigans. Offensively, this team is no longer the same as it was 2-3 weeks ago. So that's something that this team is going to have to adjust to on the fly moving forward going into the playoffs. Granted, they're sitting at a 12-4 record, so they're still in a pretty good position as far as their playoff seeding goes. But I guess as far as I'm concerned, my status report on this team with Tampa is this team is a lot weaker than last year. I think their Super Bowl odds are definitely in question. But when you have a guy like Tom, things are still possible. I mean, the guy threw 410 yards today, had 3 touchdowns on 34-50 passing. He's still getting it done, bro. I mean, gets another game-winning drive. He has like over like 60 in his career, and he was able to get it done when it mattered the most. But it is a little bit concerning when you only beat a team like the Jets by 4 points, and that's something to definitely take notice of moving forward. But even so, it was a decent win despite all the drama that took place in that game. And Tom came through when it mattered the most. So good on Tom. Good on the defense for being able to stop the Jets on that 4th and 2 on like the 15-yard line with like 2.5 minutes to go. They were able to make a big play there that led to that game-winning drive from Tom. So all in all, decent win from Tampa, but there's some things to be concerned about with Tampa moving forward.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think they're the same team that they were last year. Granted, their record seems to be what was it? It's a little bit better. They were like 11-5 last year,
They were 11-5 last year. They're sitting at
and they
12
were
and
the
4
wild
right now.
card.
Yeah.
So, technically by the standards of a 16-game season, they have improved. But in terms of offensively, I would agree with Kyle completely. their lack of consistency on the ground and in the air at certain points, it kind of looks like it's affecting them go forward. It sucks that they need to kind of wait for that switch or that like moment where they realize, oh shit, we kind of look really bad right now, or like, oh my god, if we don't turn this around, we're going to lose. And then, nevertheless, you go out and lose to a team that Tom historically has dominated the majority of his career in New England. And to a rookie quarterback nonetheless. So that's definitely a bad look that you don't want going into the postseason. I completely understand they're missing a lot of weapons. Kyle already stated the amount of people that are out, both on the offense and the defense. So, I mean, like, you can't really blame them if they would have faltered. But again, the fact that they still have the greatest quarterback of all time in Tom Brady under center, you would hope that moments like this continue to happen in which he was able to carry them to the promised land.